Hi, my name is Chris Merwin. I'm 24 years old. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I recently moved here. Wanted to enter in this deal for season two since I've first seen it from from Gittin Jr. And the way he pronounces it, it's worth a try. I've been driving since back since I was about 5 years old, since I first rolled my granddad's Chevette. When I first got to take it out, and smiled the whole way through it. I mean, I love driving. I've always had, from jumping and getting crazy in my '78 Ford Bronco when I was a teenager to nowadays rally car driving, on my property and doing, 90 through trees and jumping at, 75 miles an hour. And I've always had a passion for it. I've always been on quads and dirt bikes or wrestling or football or something with adrenaline based, you know, octane, I guess you could call it. It's gonna, I really strive to be, very active or very, focused on something that is adrenaline based because of what it can, makes out. It really excites me. And I mean, in like 2007, I got hurt in a wheelchair and put in a wheelchair, and that kind of put a damper on my spirits till I figured out, hey, if you can't drive it, make it drivable. Like my '78 Subaru, where I turned into a rally car, made a 5-speed manual transmission completely driven with your hands, and so I can drive on the rally track and do all that business. Or like my Ducati 996 street bike, where you wouldn't think you'd be able to drive again, to having modifications and doing 194 on the I-10 of Tucson. Or, snow drifting in my old car in Sholo. It just, since I got hurt, I've just been full throttle all the time to try to get back on my feet and do what I love doing. And it's hard to do that when you're dealing with only options. But I make the best of it. I still ride dirt bikes, still ride quads, do all that awesome stuff, and jumping out of planes to racing downhill mountain bikes to racing, pedal bikes to the rallying, the snow drifting, jumping quads. I think I'm a good candidate for this year's, season two. I can show, a lot of people what it really takes to be a good driver and what it really takes to focus and stuff when you're only, when all I got is my hands to drive with. I hope I can fulfill your guys' needs. Thanks for your time, and, ride on for season two.